Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We're going to be talking about اللفظ الجلالة, which is the majestic name, which refers to the name of Allah, His proper name, which is Allah. Now scholars say the origin of the word Allah is al, which is the, plus ilah, which is God. Okay, so these two words merged and this hamza dropped and this lam doubled up with this lam. So we got the word hamzatul wasl, two lams, a small alif that is maybe sometimes, most of the time, not written here. Okay, that's why we say Allah, Allah, harakatain here. Now, when to read these two lams, when to read them heavy and when to read them light is today's discussion. Now, when the lafz al-jalala is preceded by a kasra, that means in the previous word there is a kasra that ends the word, so then we're going to read the lafz al-jalala light. For example, just going to write it down first. And preceded by kasra. Okay, for example, balillah. Here we see there's a kasra that connects to these lams. So this lafz al-jalala, the lam of the lafz al-jalala, we're going to read it light. Balillahu. Okay. Now the next example I'm going to show you is fillah. Okay, now in fillah, two things are happening. First, we have ya sakin and then lam sakin. So the ya drops. If you remember the mad letter, if there are two sakin letters, if the first sakin letter is a mad letter, that mad letter drops. And then this lam sakin connects to the fa sakin. Okay? And because the last haraka we find is a sakin before the lam lafz al-jalala, then we're going to read this lam as well light. Another example is lillah. Okay, now this lillah, this lam is technically, it means for. Okay, this is a participle and it means for. And since it is connecting to the lam lafz al-jalala, then we will say lillah, light. Now, when to say it heavy is when it is preceded by either a dhamma or a fatha. Okay. For example, we have the word huwa Allahu connecting to a fatha. Huwa Allahu. Okay, heavy. We want to say qala Allahu. Next example, qala Allahu and Hizbullah. Okay, so you see it's connecting to dhamma, connecting to fatha. So these will all be read heavily. These lams will be heavy. Now, if you're starting with the word Allah, right, like in In Ayatul Kursi, you say Allahu la ilaha illahu, right? So the ayah starts itself with the word Allah. How do we start? Because this is Hamzatul Wasl, and if you remember, this is Al. If you have Al at any time and you have to start with it, you will give it a fatha, صح? So you will give it a fatha here. This is why we have a fatha here, is because this is a Hamzatul Wasl and it is in the word Al. So when you start with the fatha, the lams of Lafzul Jalala connect to that fatha. So this is why we will read it heavy here as well. Barakallahu feekum.